Alrighty. So it has been a hot minute. I don't know what really what's been going on with me the last few weeks. It's just been, well, I say few weeks, really the last couple of weeks. I've just been so exhausted constantly. And I know part of it is just life stuff. They've been really testing everyone's patience at my job. You know, they recently were like, oh, we're going to meet with everyone in regards to their schedule. So I'm losing, like, recently my schedule's been kind of fucked up. They've been fucking up the days off that I have. Because right now I have streams scheduled every other Thursday. Well, recently they've been like, what if we had you working like that? Like, what if we put you off on Friday instead? And there's not really a rhyme or reason to it. And then they were like, oh, well, we're going to meet with everyone regarding their schedules. And really they should have just come out with it and said, oh, it's because we don't have enough people on night shift, because we don't. So by the time they got to me, because the way they arrange the schedules, it's by seniority, of course. And I've not been here super long. By the time they got to me, they were like, well, the only shift available left is night shift. And I'm like, yeah, not really a surprise. And, you know, I mentioned, like, hey, you know, I had discussed having these particular days off. Sorry, I'm, like, flying all over the screen. I was like, I had discussed having these, like, set days off. Because, you know, the nice thing about having those set days off is being able to plan my life around them. Streams, for example, as well as other life things. And they were just like, oh, well, we can't guarantee anything, but we'll look into it. And I'm like, then what the fuck is the point? So, I don't know. They've been doing a lot of stuff recently that's really pissing everybody off, but So between that and the job itself just generally being exhausting, I've been just all over the place. Just so unbelievably tired. Even tonight, I was like debating. I was like, okay, like, do I want to just do something easy? And so I sincerely debated doing Power Wash Simulator again, but I'm just so I'm so tired, and I did so much yapping last go around. I was like, I don't even know if I have that much more new stuff to talk about. So sorry, I'm like trying to arrange myself here. All that to say is, it's been a hot minute. It's been a couple weeks since we played Octopath. Last we left off, we had just recruited Primrose in the region of Sunshade with the southern Sunshade Sands and all this fun stuff with the desert, basically. I'm like trying to collect my thoughts while my cat is doing stuff over there, and I'm like trying to make sure he's not getting into anything. Yeah, that's where we left off. You know, as it says in the stream title, we're just going to continue along the map. Next stop here is Clearbrook. Currently recommended level 12, which, I mean, at the very least we have Cyrus level 12, and Tress and Ulbrich are getting there. So it shouldn't be bad. Actually, real quick, what's our inventory look like? Oh yeah, we have a good amount of items. We should be okay. So off we go. Ooh. And speaking of items, this little asshole. I just like felt more than heard the thump on the floor, and I look over and my fucking Pro controller's on the floor. What? You are a criminal. You're a criminal. And he doesn't want to hang around either. It looks like he's just remembered there's a cat bed under there, so that's good. Yeah, he's not really one to be held for very long periods. Like, you can pick him up, you know, toss him around, do whatever. He's very well socialized in that way, but he's not the biggest fan of being held for extended periods. Okay. I'm gonna remember the combat system here, and, you know, general fighting style that I had last go around. I remembered to make sure I wasn't using it on the wrong person. Alright. Something fell over, I don't know what. Do we want to use... Yeah, let's use it. Cool. I will say the sword sounds can be very sharp in my ears. I don't know if it's just me. Let's just... Okay, there we go. It's uncovering their weaknesses that's difficult and kind of interesting. Because sometimes you're like, oh, certainly it's this, and then it's like, no. So you're just like, fuck, back at square one. But, yeah, that is one thing I really like, is that kind of mechanic with being able to unveil what they're weak to and, you know, kind of plan your moves around that. I like that it's, like, visual there, whereas a lot of other RPGs is not necessarily as easy to see. Harvestella kind of had that, but it's not turn-based, so it's a little more difficult. Oh, not what I meant to do. Well, they're weak to spears, so that's fine. Let's do this. Nice. Pretty nice to just knock that thing out immediately. Okay. Nice. Okay, that doesn't really do much. Okay. Ooh, Cyrus is kind of feeling it. Okay. Alright. Oh, it's just this. There we go. Nice. Having to remember how combat works. Ah, everybody... Well, almost everybody leveled up. That's pretty sick. Nice to kind of get back in the swing of things. Let's heal up a bit. Everyone else leveled up, so that's not bad. Now we are in the Riverlands region. Let's save here. Alright, now there should be treasure afoot. Ooh, these are new. That's for only 2 turns. Let's do this instead. Let's just kind of whack them with everything we got. Okay. I feel like there has to be a better way to discover weaknesses, but... eh. Okay, all of them are vulnerable. That's good. But the animations are so great. I know I've said it before, but this really is just such a pretty game. Alright, looks like the snail, slug, whatever they're called, are not super bad. Okay, and weak to ice. Good to know. Okay, they are weak to spears. Sick. Nice. Cool beans. Essence of pomegranate. Do we already have some of that? Have I come across this before? It restores fighting spirit. Interesting. I'm sure that'll come in handy at some point. I have no idea which is the correct way to progress. I probably should have checked the signpost here. Okay, going that way is towards Saints Bridge. We don't want to go that way. So our next little story beat is up in Clearbrook. Okay. Okay. Okay, those are two different versions of the same enemy. Okay. I keep forgetting to read what it's called. We know at least one of them is weak ties. Two of them. Good. I just try to hit as many of them at once as I can. Let's see. River Froggen. 2 and 3. And then the Warrior Wasp. Okay. Let us do that. Okay. We are so close. I keep forgetting that everyone's a power I always forget. Here we go. It's just easiest for me to focus on Ulbrich because he's more like how I fight in games. Alright. Everybody's leveling up. That's good. Alright, let's get this treasure chest. 500. Not bad. Okay. That's like a cave situation up there. We'll figure out what that is soon enough, I'm sure. Ooh, that's quite a few enemies. Oh, okay. 1, 2. Let's do this. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay. I'm going to hazard a guess that these okay, that took it out immediately. Those river wasps are probably similar with their weaknesses. Okay. Nice. Alright. Off we go. West Clearbrook Traverse. Okay. I would imagine it's up that way, right? Yeah. Should we heal up? Or are we good? I think everybody's okay. Where are these stupid ass frogs? Let's boost Tressa. Why not? Tressa does have the bow. Knock this guy out. Okay. Okay. We are doing good here. Okay. Oh, you heal. That's bonk. Alright. I forget the boost works for normal attacks as well as the skills. Okay. That is a nice mechanic, being able to boost even your normal attacks. Okay. Getting some more healing items, nothing wrong with that. Okay, which way are we going? Actually should probably heal up a bit. Nothing like saving, realizing you can heal, and then doing that and saving again. Okay, Clearbrook is actually this way now. Interesting. I haven't looked at the map. Okay. Ow. I'm not paying attention. Like, I can see what order everyone attacks in, and I've just not been paying attention at all. Okay. Oh, do the colors over them show how much health they have left? I assume so. I assume that's the case. Okay, that's one down. Cool. Nice. Oh wait, no, we were going this way. Dingus. Okay. Ah. What do you have to say? My grandfather's cough is getting worse, but he still won't give up that pipe of his. It's like every person with a grandparent who smokes. Welcome to Clearbrook, where the waters are pure and still. This is just like a quaint little village. It's very cute. And my grandmother has tried many times in her life to quit, but she smokes like a chimney. When I was a kid, it was really bad. My brother and I would go stay with her for like a couple weeks during the summer. And when we got back, my mom would immediately wash all of her clothes because they just smelled so strongly of cigarettes. But you get used to the smell when that's how you live, so you don't like notice it as much. But we would get home, and after being at home for a little bit, we'd be like, yep, that's cigarettes. Alphin. Zeph, Nina, you'd better hold on for me. There ain't no way I'm letting that venom beat you. You hear me, Viper? I'm coming for you. Text loads so slowly, I try to give it a second. His name is Alphen, and he is an apothecary. His whole life has been spent in the pastoral village of Clearbrook, where he looks after the residents as a young apothecary. He is not alone in his efforts, though. Zeph, his best friend since boyhood, works alongside him. But when Zeph's little sister is bitten by a deadly viper, it falls to Alphen to fashion an antidote before the poison takes her. And so, he ventures out to the Cave of Rio, where he must do battle with the dread beast. He will need caring allies on the path he has chosen. As much as I like Primrose, I'm a very, straightforward, fighting person. So, we will do this. Okay. That should be okay. Hear the beginning of the tale. Yes. Cough, cough. Grandpa, be strong. Can you really save him with that medicine of yours? You betcha. Just sit tight. Bam. That should do her. Drink it down slowly now. Well, I'll be. Thank you, my boy. Don't mention it. Just doing my job. This'll stop the coughing for now, but your lungs have seen better days. Try to give the pipe a rest, sir. Here? Oh, Alphen, thank you ever so much. How blessed we are to have an apothecary like you in our little village. It's not much, but please. Nah, it's on the house. Why don't y'all hold on to that and buy something tasty for you and your grandpa? I'll be back in to check on him, okay? In this age, the arts of medicine and healing are still in their infancy. With disease and illness rampant, the people rely on salves and tinctures fashioned by apothecaries. Mama. Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive. I think I had it right and I just stuttered. Alright. Take 2. Did you see me, Ma? I whipped up an antitussive elixir like you wouldn't believe. Can't believe it's been a year already. Am I any closer to being the man I want to be? The man he was? Alf, I've been looking all over for you. Hey, Zeph. Done for the day? Yes. Only 2 patients today. Having you around sure eases the burden. If only I could convince you to quit giving out discounts. Ah, come on. The poor gal's had enough trouble looking after old Alec. I can't very well take what little she has. Ah, I'm just teasing. You know, that's what I like about you. If the villagers are healthy and happy, that's more than good enough for me. Huh. Couldn't have said it better. All of those years in choral training, being trained to enunciate my words, and I can't read text on a screen. Apologies to every choir director and voice teacher I have ever had. Alright, enough dramatics. Couldn't have said it better myself. We may be new to this, but between the 2 of us, this village is in good hands. Sure is. Plagues, epidemics, bring your worst. I'm counting on you, Alf. We all are. Who'd have thought that that little troublemaker would turn out to be a top-notch apothecary, eh? Can't all be born with a silver pestle in hand, Master Zeph. Your mother would be proud. Maybe. Anyway, I should be getting back to Nina. Yeah, beat it. Head on home, big brother. Hey, Alphen. We've been friends ever since we were small, right? I know you better than anyone. So, be honest. You're keeping something from me, aren't you? I'm right, aren't I? Alf. The truth is... Master Zeph! Master Zeph, you must come quickly. It's your sister. These look like bite marks. Alphen, could you take a look as well? Huh? You got it, buddy. She's fallen into a deep trance. This is worse than we thought. Indeed. Nina's the only family I have. If I lost her, I'd... Wish she could tell us what happened. It's safe to assume she was bitten by something poisonous. But what? Without knowing the nature of the poison... Yeah, the wrong medicine could make things worse. And quick. Damn it all. What foul beast did this to my Nina? Let me ask around. Maybe someone saw something. Alphen can inquire and learn all sorts of information from people. Okay. They've definitely... It's not super prominent, but they've definitely got that more... Like... Sort of, like... Softened, like... I hate to use the word country, but that's, like, the best comparison I have. It's closer to, like... the, like, southern accent that I, like... Because I am from the South. It doesn't come out very much when I speak, especially on stream. I usually try to enunciate better, but, you know, it's very similar to that sort of speech pattern. But it's not extremely prominent, which is nice. Because, like, writing out heavy accents is good, to a point, but it can be overdone. I noticed this a lot, in, like amateur writing, especially when they have like a character who's supposed to have a very strong accent. They tend to lean really heavily into it, and it makes it really difficult to read. It doesn't flow as well. But this is definitely meant to be like a softer, you know, just like, you know, small town sort of thing. Gotta use J. Lily. Friends with Nina since childhood, the two have grown up like sisters. The rather more strong-willed Nina often takes the lead on their secret adventures into dangerous wilds outside the village. Nice chatting with you. Come on now, Lily. The bite marks on Nina's leg. You sure you don't know where they came from? I want to help your friend, but I'm an apothecary, not a miracle worker. If I don't know what bit her, there ain't nothing I can do. You want to help her too, right? So, just tell me. Please? Nina wanted to pick water blooms for her brother. I wasn't so sure about it, but I went with her to that cave. And then this giant snake came out of the bushes and What kind of snake? Was it black? No. Don't tell me. Was it amber with blotches on its back? Yes. How did you know? The flame take me. A blotted viper. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to go there. But Nina wanted it to be a surprise, so she told me to keep it secret, and... Thanks, Lily. You've told me all I needed. You were a brave girl to bring Nina back here. Don't you worry anymore about that scary snake, here? Good gods. Blotted viper? A nasty critter if there ever was one. This ain't good. Time is of the essence. The poison is spreading through her veins as we speak. I must prepare an antidote with all haste. But I need to get my hands on the original venom. There's supposed to be a nest of vipers in the Cave of Rio, yes? Yeah, along with plenty of other nasties. Reckless ain't the half of it. I know, but what choice do I have? I'll leave at once. Look after Nina for me. Hold on, Zeph. You look after her. I'll go. Alphen, are you mad? I'm responsible for Nina. I won't let you risk your life like this. Don't worry about me. Now go back to your sister's side. I swear, have you taken leave of your... Zeph? Where are you? Nina. I'm here, Nina. Will you hold my hand? See, Zeph? She needs you. Thanks, Alf. Come back safe. You hear? And so I have a date with this viper. You see? We just met. And still, you want to come and help me out? Shucks, friend. I owe you one. There are good folks in this village, down to the last. And Zeph's always stuck by my side. So damned if I won't stick by his. So, let's go. We're heading for the Cave of Rio, just east of the village. We'd better hurry. For Nina's sake. Alright. Do we want to stock up? We have quite a bit more money than I thought we did. Neat. Defense never hurts. This is a more expensive shield, but it's fine. Physical and elemental defense. Headgear. mayhaps... Now let's get more of the plums. We have quite a few olives, so we should be okay. I'm just gonna get the maximum amount we can. Okay. And we'll call that good. Trust's ability definitely helps with finding money, which is very nice. Just the chance of finding some every time we change the map is really nice. Okay. Treasure. Well, okay then. I think we've run into one of those before. Off we go. Path of Rio. Danger level 11. I wonder if we're heading back towards that cave we saw before. More of these ding-dang frogs. Okay. Nice. Cool beans. Alright, what do you have going on, bud? Concoct. Mix ingredients to create a host of medicinal and hazardous compounds. Ooh. Apothecary skills. First aid and icicle to deal ice damage to a single opponent. Interesting. These abilities are going to be interesting. We've kind of collected a bunch of items that I think he'll be able to use just over the course of our adventuring. Nice. Let's lower our speed. Okay. Cool. Oh yeah. The unfortunate thing is while, like, difficulty and everything scales, our party members still start at level 1. Oh yeah, it's this cave up here. You have to, like, shift every so often because my calves don't lock up. Ah. Cool. Nice. Everybody's leveling up. Here we go. Cave of Rio. This is where we need to be going. I never know with caves. Ruinous seed. Interesting. What does that do? What does this do? What does this do? potent hazardous substance of small volume. Okay, medicinal, hazardous, poisonous effects, soporific, just putting him to sleep, befuddling, restoring health, restoring spirit, restores fighting spirit, bearing unknown effects. Interesting. Okay, so we have quite a few components. We haven't really used that element of his skills. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. Oh, here we go. No, we've fought these bad things before, it looks like. Nice. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da. Just out of curiosity. Nice. Sometimes these things work out. And you are weak to spears as well. Sick. Nice. That was a sneeze. I don't think there's a second one. I think we're good. Jeez, this one's got quite a bit of health. Ooh, that's not good. Well, he leveled up. I wonder, does that condition stay outside of battle? And if so... Well, they fully heal up when they level up, so this is not really the time to find that out, I suppose. Here we go. Injurious dust. I have a feeling we're going to be finding more of those components around here. Here we go. Ow. Nice. Just curious, but I have a feeling... Oh no, he's got a spear, not an axe. Okay. Yes, you are also weak to that. Okay. Ow. Ow. Nice. Ooh, that does quite a bit of damage, honestly. Yikes. Elephant is very quickly leveling up. That is the nice thing, at least, with everything else scaling. They level up pretty quick. Okay. Silence, confusion, unconscious. Does the condition persist outside of battle? Don't know. Skills. Learn skills. You now equip support skills from the skills menu. Okay. Deal fire damage to all foes twice. Sick. So wait, how do I equip support skills? Da-ba-da-ba. You can equip up to 4 support skills at one time. Okay. Okay. We've not been doing anything with the skills. I'm realizing that was a problem. This is definitely something we should have been doing. Let's just go down the list. When a character with a skill uses an item, there's a 25% chance the item will... Ooh, that's good. 25% chance. Gain additional money after battles. Equipping it with multiple characters does not have has no added effect. Okay, good to know. Definitely been missing out by not utilizing this. So he doesn't get as many points, looks like. Okay. Let's just cure a single ally of all status ailments and render them immune to further ailments for 2 turns. That's a good one. Cool. The equipping character will absorb single targeted damage for allies who are near death. Good to know. Increases the physical attack strength of the equipping character by 50. Excellent. We don't have any support skills yet for Alpha, but that's okay. Did I even heal? Did I even do what I intended to do? No. I did not. Okay. Soothing dust. Okay. Inspiriting plum. Good to know. A bronze vest. Is that good for anybody? I don't know. I don't know if there's like a limitation on when you can change that. Nothing really. We're pretty alright. Alright, here we go. Ooh, these are another variant of the thing. Motley Slug. Okay, so they were called slugs. Ooh, those guys are weak to fire. Good to know. Ow. Ow. Okay, so it misses pretty frequently is the thing. Okay. Deal wind damage to all foes. Okay. Okay, it does use a lot more SP. Good to know. Well, let's use Ice Wind and see. Okay. Nice. Purifying dust. Heal up. I forgot I had those. I'm being prompted to reflect on my day. My day was not much. One thing I did do today, because I think I talked before about the set of drawers that I got here, I got some like organizing bins off Amazon, so I was able to get everything. They have like rubber feet, so they don't move. It's sick, and now everything actually has a spot instead of just rolling around, which makes me very happy. Looky here, a patch of water balloons. This must be the place. Not just a pretty sight. Makes a good bitters, too. No wonder it's Zeph's favorite. What an angel. Coming all the way here to pick flowers for her brother. And if you ain't the fellow I was just looking for. Sorry to drop in unannounced. Say, don't suppose you could spare a nip of snakebite, could ya? Oh no, don't get up. I'll help myself. Well, shucks, if you insist. But let me give you a hand. Let's see, are you guys weak to fire? Yeah. Ow. Ow! Jesus. At this point, we're just figuring out weaknesses. Good lord. Let's just go down the line and heal everybody up. It'll make them immune for 2 turns, which is good. Okay, so you're not weak to the sword either. What the hell are you weak to? Okay. Very helpful. Nope. Nope. Dang, I have no idea what this guy's weak to. Ah! Yikes. Yeah, it's increased defense for a few turns. So Tressa rest. It doesn't restore a lot, but at least helps with his status ailments. Good gravy! Okay, they're all weak to ice. Good. Doesn't do a whole lot, unfortunately. Jeez. Okay. Okay, we at least got rid of the little ones. Ow. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, that works for some reason. Oh boy. Let's use this item. I forget we have these. Okay, that's a good amount. Was it not confusion that he's dealing with? I'm very confused. Let's see. Let's just use rest. It doesn't heal a lot, but at least deals with status ailments. Oh man. We didn't even figure it out that much. Good. Good, good, good. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay. Let's just... try and do what we can here. Viper is waiting to strike. That's not great. increased defense. It's actually rude that it gets to attack that many times. Jesus, this thing is tough. Doesn't do a ton. Okay. Let's heal up. Jeez. Yeah, it really doesn't do much. Okay. Jeez. Thank goodness. That was brutal. And you got a bottle of poison dust for our trouble. Sorry, my hand slipped. What's that? Take all the venom I need? Don't mind if I do. Hold tight, Nina. I'm on my way. Zeph, it hurts. It'll all be all right, Nina. Alf will be back any moment now. He's never let us down. I know. When Father died and left the two of us alone, I didn't know what to do. The truth is, I didn't think I'd be able to raise you and protect you on my own. But Alf was always there to lend a helping hand. When he told me he wanted to study together and become an apothecary himself, he gave me the strength to carry on. He's always so humble, apologizing for being a burden on me. But the truth is, I'm the one who's been relying on him all this time. If only I could be more like him. Alfin! Did you miss me? Sorry it took so long. Oh, Alfin. Thank the gods you're safe. The venom. You really did it. I trust you can take it from here, eh? I'll get started at once. Hang in there, friend. I'm beat. Think I'll head home and catch a few winks. Take a short rest. Later that night. I wonder how Zeph is doing. I shouldn't worry. He'll be fine, like always. You know, Zeph, I've given it all to be the best apothecary I can be. To be more like you-know-who. But sometimes, I still feel like I'm so far away. All it'd take is a stiff breeze to blow this backwater village right off the map. And yet, this is where I was born and raised, where I learned my craft. It's got grouchy Gertis, who I never seen smiling. Meryl's got her act together, but she still needs a shoulder to cry on now and then. Gotta keep an eye on old Alex's cough, too. And you, Zeph. I've been giving you a hard time since the gods know when. You invited me to study together with you under your father. Took care of the books after he went into business together. Right. What was I thinking? I better stick around here after all. But not here. I better go see how Zeph is holding up. Alf. The flame, take me. It worked. Nina's feeling better by the hour. I knew it. With you on the job, was there ever any doubt? Thank you, Alphen, for everything. You saved my sister's life. How can I ever repay you? Don't even mention it. I helped out someone in a bind. Simple as that. Those words. I remember when we were still small and the great pestilence came. Father could cure every disease known to man, but for the first time, he was at a loss. Then one day, a traveler came to town bearing an elixir the likes of which we'd never seen. Aye, this'll do it. Thanks, mister. But why'd you save me? I ain't got no money, you know. Listen, son, and listen well. I saw someone in a bind, and I helped him out. Simple as that. Shucks. Hope I can do that too someday. Ever since that day, you've worked your damnedest to become just like your hero. To help people out, just like he did. Oh, is that how it went? Alphen. We've been together forever now. So I can tell. You want to leave this place, don't you? You want to travel the world and help as many people as you can. Just like him. You knew. I'm not daft, you know. But still, this is my home. I know you're a skilled apothecary, Zeph. At least as good as... No, probably even a little better than me. But I can't leave you to look after the whole village on your own. Besides, who else would cut your ego down to size? Who would listen to Gertus's grumblings and Meryl's tales of unrequited love? I will. I'll do it all. Don't you worry about anything. I'll see that the villagers are happy and healthy. I swear it on my life. So go out and see the realm, Alf. Do it with your heart at ease and your head held high. Shucks. Guess what, Ma? I'm going on a journey. Time to see just how far my talents will go. I'm gonna save folks the world over. Just like the man who saved me. Keep an eye on me, would ya? Alf! Thank the gods you're still here. Come on, Zeph. I didn't ask for a going-away party. Just a little present for the road. It's nothing special, but... I want you to take my satchel. That way, no matter how far you travel, I'll be right there with you. Wow. You weren't kidding when you said it's nothing special. It was the only thing that came to me. Thanks, Zeph. I'll take good care of it. Here, why don't you hold on to mine, too? Now there's a plan. I'll put it to good use, Alf. Alrighty then. See you around. Be safe out there, friend. And so, Alfin set forth on his journey to travel far and wide and ease the pain of the sick and suffering, just as one man once did for him. Little did he know what awaited him in his travels. Alright. I am actually going to take a little break. Just a little break, stretch my legs, fill my water, and we'll be back to pick back up and head off to our next destination. So, should only be a few minutes, we'll see. Alright, we're back. I wanted to keep standing for the rest of the stream, but my calves feel like they're going to cramp on me any second. So, giving up for the moment, but that's okay. Alright. Next stop. Let's see. Yeah, we're not at the recommended level yet for chapter 2 of either of their stories. Definitely not for Ulbrich's. Yeah. I think... Yeah, next we're meant to... It's definitely, like, level-wise. We're meant to go around the map, get all of our party members, and then go from there. Because, yeah, we're nowhere near. But that's okay. We're gonna head towards Boulder Fall next. So it looks like the next path would be back out to the West Clearbrook Traverse and then go north. Okay. How is everybody doing? Cool. We did take that short rest, so that helped. Did we want to buy anything before we head out? We definitely could have used those. I wish I'd noticed that. Yeah, let's do that. Still got quite a bit of those. Let's get some of these herbs. And then... yeah, we'll just stock up on medicine. I don't mind being broke. If it means that I can heal myself. Oh. Gotta reorient myself now that I'm sitting. I really should probably drag out my yoga mat tonight because, like, everything from my hips down is so stiff because either I'm, like, standing or I'm sitting cross-legged in my chair because I don't know how to sit like a normal person. I have, like, a rocking footrest that I use sometimes. But most of the time, I'm, like, have my legs crossed, which is not ideal for my hips or my knees or anything like that, so I'm actually going to use my footrest now. The nice thing about it being a rocking footrest is that it gives me a way to fidget. So I've never learned to hold still in my life. Camera's tilted up a bit high. Let's fix that. That's better. That's the one thing. A camera can't stay in the same position when I'm standing versus sitting. It would be nice to get, like, a mount for the webcam of some kind. At least something that where, like, it can be, like, here or I can move it out when I need it. Because right now I don't really have another option. But that is something that is not super high on my priority list right now. Because right now, wedge between my monitors works just fine. Oh, there's 24 save slots. That's a lot. I've never been one to use multiple save slots. Like, I know there are people who do. I never have. I've never felt inclined to do so. Like, only if there's multiple endings to a game or something like that. Okay, we're meant to go north, but there's a treasure chest here. Odds and ends. Okay. Not sure what that's good for, but okay. Up we go. We surprised our foe. Excellent. Let's attack one of the wasps. Nice. Nice. South Boulder Fall Pass. Okay. Clifflands. treasure. I really appreciate being able to like deviate from the path just to get the little treasure chests. It's fun. Okay. Hey, let me open. Herb of Awakening. Good to have, I'm sure. Oh, hyenas? And whatever those egg things are. Hatchling. Okay. Okay. Spears. Okay. Okay. Cool. Bonk. Cool beans. A good bonk never goes amiss. Okay. Okay. Off we go. Across the very spooky looking bridge. That's the kind of thing that would cause me to have a panic attack. There's a little path down this way, and I believe I saw treasure. Yes. Whoa, what are you? Cliff Birdian. Every time I see something that flies, I'm like, surely it's weak to lightning because I have Pokemon brain. Nope. Should have healed that before I saved, that's okay. Okay, you're weak to fire. Good to know. Okay, those guys are weak to swords. Okay. You weak to axes? No. Okay. Nice. Treasure. Ooh. Do I keep going down or do I go up? I feel like I should go up. As much as I want to explore. Oh. Oh, okay. This is just treasure. Good to know. A wind soulstone. Good to have. Okay. So we do go down. Okay. Eggling. Okay. Okay, you're not weak to fire. Interesting. Oh, nice. Okay. Jeez. Nice. Mild hazardous substance of large volume. He's a curious balloon, I guess. Interesting. She's regular fireball. I forget I can boost it. That's okay. Nice. Off we go. Down we go. More of these things. The problem is that it misses very frequently. Nice. I think we're starting to get the hang of his thing. Well, I say getting the hang of it. Starting to familiarize myself with it. Nice. Okay. What's this way? Carrion Caves. Oh, okay. This is not somewhere we want to be right now. JK. No Carrion Cave for us. Am I stupid? Laughing hyenas. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay. Jeez. Cool beans. I totally forgot about the boost. That's okay. Am I just dumb? Was I supposed to go the other way? Surely not. I don't recall. Oh, you can just keep going straight. Okay. Well, we got a bunch of experience. That's what I get for not paying attention to the environment. Whoa, buzzard. Not use as much. The problem is it just misses a lot. Great condor. Might as well. Oh, jeez. Okay. God dang it. Let's see. The SP is a way bigger deal than the HP. What are you weak to? Nice. Nice. Okay. Wow, that did nothing. Okay. Jeez. Good heavens. Did like nothing. Okay. There we go. Nice. Cool. Oh yeah, no, it was right up here. To the North Boulderfall Pass. Okay, I see. Okay. How are we doing with skills? Amputation. Attack all foes with an axe, dealing damage inversely proportional to your current HP. So if you're low on HP, it'll deal a fuck ton of damage. Okay. Sick. Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. And then what is down this way? Signpost, please. There was treasure down this way. I want to come back this way. I want the treasure. Okay. I probably should have done that. That's fine. But it's inversely proportional, so that's not fun. Nice. Okay. Alphen is quickly catching up to everybody else. Okay. That goes down. Do I... I want treasure. There's a save point here, though. What are you? There's another town that way. We're going this way. Okay. Cool. Nice. Just keep using fireball. Nice. Okay. Treasure. Okay. Ooh, I like this music. It's very jaunty. The famed treasure of House Ravis indeed. His name is Therion, and he is a thief. He is a lone wolf, as rugged and sharp as the harsh peaks of the Clifflands. Roving from town to town, he has drifted into Boulderfall. He works alone, though it was not always so. Few know his past, or have even seen his face, but tales of his exploits are told far and wide. He has heard a rumor of a mark too tempting to resist, a treasure said to be impossible to steal. And so, he sets out to test the security of the great House Ravis. He will need cunning allies on the path he has chosen. Let's swap out for Tressa. Cyrus and Ulbrich, I think I'm very attached to as far as like combat and how all of that works. I think it's like kind of an even spread of like several different types of magic, and Ulbrich just being very tanky. And I like Alpha. I want to use his skills more, and so we'll just give him a little swap. Hear the beginning of the tale. Absolutely. The usual. As you like it. I heard that thief's at it again. Really? What's he done this time? Lifted everything off a merchant, leaving the goldsmithy. Guess he didn't get his fill at that fancy manor the other day. Still can't believe he made it past all those guards. I'm sure the more the better for him. They were more like decorations than actual guards. Ain't no point swooning over someone else's work. Someday we'll make it big as that thief, and then we'll be the talk of the town. Yeah, you said it, partner. Partners in crime, huh? It was 10 years ago. Our paths crossed in a particularly dingy jail. I remember that meeting well. After all, it had quite the influence on my career. Oi, get in. Not even a please? You won't last long in here with that foul-mouthed whelp. No, you seem to be doing just fine. Impudent brat. You'll learn your manners the hard way, just like the rest. I see you got the same warm welcome I did. And who are you? A no-good tea leaf who got caught in the act. Just like yourself. Just like me, huh? Well, you look a lot worse. Well, get used to seeing this ugly boat, because I ain't getting prettier anytime soon. These guards think they can beat the attitude out of us. They don't go easy on no one here, least of all teapots like us. Sounds about right. So, ready to be a good little boy and play nice with the guards? Are you? Nope. And I don't plan on staying here till they change my mind. See, I got me a pin here to unlock the door. Hey, what do you think you're... A little busy right now. Try using this instead. Hmm? The key? Where'd you get this? Snatched it from the guard once he was all riled up. Look at the cobblers on this one. Now let's get out of here. The name's Darius, mate. Therian. Well, Therian, looks like you and I are officially partners in crime. Ah, sweet memories. Fill it up. Here you go. Beg pardon. Would you happen to be after them Ravis's treasure? If you are, I suggest you think again. Heard another would-be fortune hunter was tossed in the dungeons yesterday. So what's the count now? A score? Maybe more? But House Ravis ain't known to be kind to those who covet their wealth. Still, poor thieves can't help but flock to that manor like moths to a flame. Suppose it's all those rumors of their riches that keep them coming. Some say it's enough to buy up the whole town and then some. Just one town? What about the neighbors? Can't say for sure. No one's ever seen the treasure. Even that master thief they keep talking about would have more than his hands full. Perfect tale for the tavern. Look, when you've been in the business long enough, you can tell things at a glance. You're a smart and skilled young man. Probably have a long career ahead of you. That's why I'll say it once more. Stay away from that manor. Thanks for the advice. Next time, I'll have a tale of my own to tell. They say that Ravis's manor's up... Is it Ravis or Rav... I don't know, I keep bouncing. They say that Ravis Manor is up at the top of the mountain, where only the richest of the rich live. Alright. Nice. Suppose it's Therian that can unlock those. Unlock in air quotes. Oh, dang it. I wanted to open the chest. If I didn't know better. I'd say they were overcompensating for something. Change posts. You there. Yes, sir. Stop dragging your feet. Walk with purpose. Yes, sir. We're getting paid a fortune for this job. Do it with pride. It's like an army. Just what kind of place is this? Those guard dogs look vicious. And that's not all. The walls are lined with wire. One false move and it'll sound an alarm, no doubt. And trying to scale the walls would be more trouble than it's worth. Hmm? What's this now? What part of no visitors allowed do you not understand? The Ravens have more important matters to attend to than entertaining riffraff like yourself. It won't take long, I swear. I'm merely a merchant looking to... A merchant, you say? Prove it. Prove what? I came to show the lady of the house some of the finest fabrics in the realm. And we're supposed to just take you at your word? If you can't show us proof, you can show yourself out. But I... Fine, I'll leave. I swear, the nerve of these hoity-toity types. Never thought the front door would be the easiest way in. Time to get my hands on some proof. I want that treasure chest. Nice. Well, if it isn't our merchant friend. Those bloody Raveses. Don't they know some of us actually have to work for a living? Turned away at the gate? Join the club. You too. But why? They're doing it to everyone. Rumor has it they're guarding some great treasure inside. But I'm not after their treasure. I just wanted to show the lady of the house my wares. Then they told me I needed proof. As if this sack of silk dresses isn't proof enough. Indeed. You'll need a letter of introduction to get inside. A letter of what? House Ravis only does business with the most esteemed merchants and traders. So how can I get one of these letters? It's not easy, that's for sure. First, you'll have to make a name for yourself here in town. Once you've proven yourself a reliable trading partner, then, and only then, will the Ravises write you a letter. That said, you could count the number of people who've earned one on one hand. That sounds like an awful lot of work. Are you sure there's no other way? I can think of at least one. Lifting it from the pocket of someone who's done the work for me. Therian can steal the belongings of townspeople. I'm sure there's no possibility of a negative effect on our reputation in town for that. Just out of curiosity, how long do you plan on following me? So you noticed. For thieves, you aren't very discreet. You're keener than most, friend. As are we. We can tell you've come for the Raven's fortune. If the army surrounding the manor's any indication, it's more than worth the trouble. And have you actually seen this treasure? We don't need to see it. Just look at what they've got guarding it. Guards, dogs, traps. You name it, they got it. And you came all this way to warn me. How thoughtful. Look, we've got a proposal for you. And I've got an answer. No. Just hear us out, mate. We can help each other. My partner here's been inside. He's seen the traps they've set up close. Hells, he walked straight into one and set off an alarm. Shut up! You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that. Anyway, I got out just fine and we're here now. So, what do you say? It won't be easy to carry all that treasure on your own. We're offering you a helping hand. I've already got 2 hands. That's enough for me. So you think you're too good for us, is that it? I'm a thief, not a nanny. You're an ungrateful bastard, that's what you are. Listen, I don't have time to entertain you clowns. I have places to be. You're not going anywhere. Get out of my sight. Are you with me, mate? Speak to me. Mate. Thieves. You won't get away. They're onto us. Darius, this way. Got it. Damn, we lost them. They can't have gone far. Let's check the back alley. They're gone. We should be safe for now. That went better than I expected. I wish they could have seen the looks on their faces. Huh. They deserved it for treating us like teapots. We might be small, but we're smarter than they'll ever be. You can say that again. We put our loaves together. No one can stop us. Take a butcher's at all the loot we got. Yeah, it's quite the haul. Show a little more enthusiasm, mate. This is all ours now. Right. We knew what we wanted, and we took it with our own hands. That's the spirit. All the world's treasures are ours for the taking. If you say so, partner. I do. Mark my words. We're going to be the greatest tea leaves the world's ever seen. Darius. But this is no time for nostalgia. I need to get myself one of those letters. Hmm. Down that way? Okay. When you've been in the business as long as I have, the Ravises will be begging you for a visit. It's all about experience. And lucky for me, your experience hasn't taught you when to keep your mouth shut. I trust you won't be missing this. Pleasure doing business with you. Now, to pay a visit to Ravis Manor. So I'm going to sneak into the mansion. Yeah? What is it? Do you want to pair up with me on this? You sure you're feeling alright? The Mark's house, Ravis. Just keep quiet and try not to get in the way, okay? Alright. I felt multiple things crack when I went to sit up. 2 guards at the gates. If I can fool them, I'm in. Time to sell the merchant. Good day, sirs. I've come to call on the Ravises. Would you kindly announce my arrival? They're not seeing anyone today. Begone with you at once. Begone, I say. Something tells me this one's bark is worse than its bite. Allow me to introduce myself. You see, I am a merchant of some repute. A merchant. And of repute, you say. Don't make me laugh. You ought not judge a man by his robes. As a matter of fact, I was personally summoned by the lady of the house. And I doubt she would react kindly upon hearing I was turned away. Summoned? You? You think we're gonna believe that, codswallop? If we had a leaf for every rotten thief who gave us that story, we'd be as rich as the Ravises. But since we aren't, we're here protecting their fortune from would-be swindlers like you. Thought you could outsmart us, didn't you? The next time you're summoned, remember to bring your letter. Would you be referring to this letter, perchance? How did you get that? It must be a fake. Now for the finishing blow. If you still aren't convinced, I fear there's not much else I can do. I'll take my leave, but I will give Lady Ravis a full report on what happened today. I wonder how she will see fit to deal with this affront to my good name. Wait, sir. We were only doing our jobs. Yeah. You may pass. Why, thank you, gentlemen. Now the real fun begins. I'll just sneak in through that window over there. This in and of itself is a dungeon, which is crazy. Oh yeah, carry the lantern. I'm sure that's a great help. This way? Treasure. It's like, don't mind if I do. Do we run into and fight guards? Because that would be really funny. Nope, just these things. Nice. Thief skills. Steel and wildfire. Interesting. Nice. Sentinels. Okay. Nice. Alright, up to level 4 after one fight. I'll take it. It's up there, I believe. Oh, here we go. Ow. I should have used Analyze, I didn't think about it. Jeez. Just because I'm curious. Okay, Thunder. Jeez. Nice. Okay. There's another treasure chest over here. All right. Wind attire. Interesting. Sweet. The sound of them walking on the tile is very pleasing. And the carpet, really. Good sounds. Jeez. Oh, prevents you from boosting. Okay. Jeez. Hmm. Dang it. Oh well. Jeez. Nice. Don't need that many. I would say we should be okay. Okay. So this is the amazing treasure everyone is talking about. It looks like an ordinary gemstone to me. Can't imagine it's worth all that much. The jewel before you is worth more than your mind could hope to fathom. Hmm? Your inability to discern as much is disconcerting, to say the least. Who the hell are you? Not just anyone can sneak up on me like that. I should be the one asking you that question. Hello? visitor. Hi. Did you have to interrupt the cutscene? Here. Do you want to sit nicely? Here. Just sit. Just sit. Maybe. Maybe? Would you like to sit? Would you like to not push the mic away from me? Maybe? But there are wires. You're bapping me with a microphone. Okay. If you're not going to sit politely, please go. Sorry for the interruption. I should be the one asking you that question. Not just anyone could have made it this far into the manor, after all. You won't get answers by stroking my ego. I meant it as nothing but genuine praise. Allow me to congratulate you on being the first thief to make it here. You say it as if you wanted this to happen. Just so. We tightened security for that very purpose. We figured no thief worth his salt would be able to turn down such a challenge. Go on. To this end, we even asked the barkeep for help. Oh my god, hello. Sir. This is a very important cutscene and you're in the way. If you would stay put, that would be great. But you won't, because you're a little turd. Okay. You're all up in the wires. Do you want to sit, maybe? Do you want to sit very nicely in my lap and not do that? Come on. Sit. Oh my god. I love having cats. They're great. Hi. Yeah, it's my hand. Would you like to sit down? Because otherwise you can't be up here. Oh! Stop interrupting. Good lord. If you're just gonna yank my headphones off. No, go lay down. Oh my god. Marty, you're interrupting. To this end, we even asked the barkeep for help. His job? Find promising thieves and spin tales about this manor. In other words, you tricked thieves into trying to rob this place. Think of it more as appealing to their inner nature. The great treasure of Ravis Manor, guarded by a veritable army. What thief could pass up such glory, such riches? We had such high hopes, but were constantly met with disappointment. But finally, one has proven himself worthy. I should have seen this coming. And yet you did not, and I find myself most grateful for your lack of foresight. So what's your angle? I need not explain that to you. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Heathcote. I am a butler in the service of House Ravis. You expect me to believe an ordinary butler snuck up on me? Anyway, who you are won't matter once I'm out of here. Now, if you'll excuse me. I assure you, you won't be going anywhere anytime soon. Hmm? Interesting. Good, great. Okay, you are weak to that. Good to know. Just gonna keep analyzing. Good gravy. The problem is it just misses constantly. Jeez. Nice. Jeez. Okay. Eesh. Jeez. Heathcote hops lightly from side to side as if ready to evade your tax. That's not great. is this last thing you're weak to? A bow. Okay. There we go. Jeez. Nice. All right. Energizing pomegranate. So you can hold your own in battle as well. It seems I underestimated you. That makes two of us. Was that a part of your butler training? I see you still have some reservations about my true profession. Though I'm sure my victory here lends my words no credit. Your victory? What in the... Any thief worth his salt should recognize that band. The mark of a convict. The fool's bangle, as some call it. Undeniable proof of a thief's humiliating blunder. Get this off of me! I do not take my orders from you. I've attached it to your arm for a reason. If anyone is to see it, they shall know of your failure here today. Why you... However, I imagine your pride will not permit you to be seen with it, and that makes it perfect leverage for negotiations. Negotiations. You may have broken into my home, but for now I will overlook your transgressions. Oh, great. More company. Pardon my belated introduction. My name is Cordelia Ravis, and I am the lady of the house. Regards to your decorator. They sure have a way with traps. Allow me to explain. The treasure you were after is a family heirloom known as the Dragon Stones. You don't say. The Dragon Stones have been in my family for generations. Wait. Dragon Stones? I see one. Yes. Once, there were more. But the stones were stolen during the chaos following my parents' passing. Fortunately, Heathcote was able to recover the sapphire stone. What touching devotion. Is this the part where I move to tears? Perhaps once you understand your place in this story. If you collect the 3 remaining stones, we shall remove the band from your arm. So this was your plan all along? Yes, but please understand, I had no choice. Well, aren't you too clever? Setting a thief to catch a thief. Don't thieves often say the ensnared has only himself to blame? Yeah, they do. For a butler, you sure know a lot about thieves, old man. I dare not bore you with my story when there are more pressing matters at hand. Will you undertake Miss Ravis's mission, young thief? If you refuse, I'll do the job. Excellent. Then I pray your journey will be a successful one. Ah, you're back. With a tale to tell, too. I'll trade it for a drink. Afraid I don't deal in that currency. Listen, I just came from Ravis Manor. Had a lovely chat with a fellow named Heathcote. Maybe you know him. I did warn you not to go there. So, was it everything you expected it to be? All that and more. And now I'm awfully thirsty. I might need 2 drinks to get this bad taste out of my mouth. Coming right up. Head north out of town. Okay. Mr. Therian. Mr. Therian, please wait. What now? I came to see you off on your journey. As it is at my behest that you're setting out. Look, I'm just fulfilling my half of the bargain. Nothing more, nothing less. I understand that, but... He's right, milady. This is simply an agreement between us and a skilled, but short-sighted thief. Exactly. There is something you should know before you go. As you saw, I recovered a blue stone. It is known as the Sapphire Dragonstone. The remaining 3 are the Dragonstones of Ruby, Emerald, and Gold, each named for its sheen. And if I steal them all back for you, you'll remove this band. You have my word. Your word? Well, that sounds legitimate. Any idea where I should start looking? Rumor has it that a scholar in Noble Court is researching the Ruby Dragonstone. Noble Court. Great. I'll fit right in. Mr. Therian, what is it this time? Please, do take care out there. Did I say something amiss? Never thought a man of my talents would be working for someone like... It's nothing. You'll get your stones back soon. Just leave the thieving to me. And so, Therian set forth. His mission, which he begrudgingly accepted, to retrieve the remaining 3 Dragonstones of House Ravis, that he might have the mark of shame removed from his arm. Little did he know what fate awaited him. All right. Okay. I think this is where we'll leave it for tonight. So we have... Oh, no wonder he's not showing up. It's because we haven't healed. Should probably go back to the village and do that. But this is where we'll leave it for tonight. Hopefully getting back into the groove of things. I am off this weekend, so that should help tremendously in not being so unbelievably exhausted. So we should pick up with Harvestella. We've only just begun the epilogue. We've still got the entire new dungeon. And so that should be where we pick up. Worst comes to absolute worst. I have been trying to get in the habit of posting on Twitter or Blue Sky if it, if the stream is late or if it's canceled for the night. So I've been trying to keep up with that. But in the interim, I'm planning on being back on Saturday. So until then, I am wrapping up here for the night, and I will see you all then.